happens to us when life comes to a standstill? You have been in that moment in life, haven't you? When everything just stands still. The real question is not about the situation. It's about you. What happens to you? So let's take this deeper, and then you will appreciate this. Let's take a simple example, which all of us have felt in our lives. When we are stuck in a traffic jam, life comes to a standstill. So then, a very beautiful thing happens in that moment. Something inside you changes, doesn't it? You can't move, everybody's taking every inch of space. But let me share an insight with you. What happens to the designer? What's the difference? So a design person like me uses that moment for tangential thinking, contemplation. And today I'm going to share with you how you can do the same. For instance, I am not into genetics, but traffic is a wonderful thing. Only in India, at a traffic jam, you could see a cow on a zebra crossing. Right? Now, in the flick of a cow tail, therein lies another insight for me. What are we? We are two types of people. Which one are you? That is what we need to understand. Are you an animal, or are you a design animal? So first, the traffic jam. The traffic jam is the place when the true inside animal comes out. Correct? There will be rage, frustration, anger. There will be impatience. We've all been through that. We'll be honking and hooting. But the best part is we will enter every millimeter of open space with first passive aggression, then with aggression, and then with hostility. So I have discovered that something has gone wrong. We tend to compress and shatter a sense of space. And this talk, if you might change the slide, is on this insight: design with emptiness. This is the secret of design. So what is it about design? Design in the Western world is about work, about function, but not in India. In the West, they say form follows function, right? That the function will define. What we do not know, that minimalism in the West comes to the West from India. And it's about time India took the reins as the super center, the super hub of design in the world. So first, let's understand minimalism. It says form follows function. The truth is, this came to the West because of Buddha and his disciple Nagarjuna carrying the thinking of nirvana and emptiness across China, and then it went through Bodhidharma as well, later through a second round, through China, Korea, and Japan. And if you read history from Japan, it comes to the Bauhaus movement. But the purpose of design is not function. According to Helmut Islinger, it is emotion. Design follows emotion. Now in India, we understand we are very emotional people. But even then, it is deeper than design follows emotion. I ask you this question again. What happens at the traffic light? Hold to that thought while I take you deeper into design. Lao Tzu, the great Chinese, says, we work with the substantial, but we use the emptiness. So take a look at a cup, or in Hyderabad, take a look at the handi, the earthen pot in which we make our rice. And you will discover you may decorate it, you may paint it, you may form it, but we are not obsessed with form. Its true essence lies in its emptiness. That the handi is empty. When we buy a home, we want a window so that we can look out at the sky. In fact, in a hotel, you would pay more if you can see a better view. You don't pay for the bricks. So what we need is a shift in consciousness. So, when you move forward, you discover it's to do with emptiness. We need to open windows into emptiness in our life. Now this is deep from India. Something that only we understand. And now that I am in Hyderabad, the city of pearls, let's take what Rabindranath Tagore really thinks about emptiness. He says, I dive deep into the depth of the ocean of forms, hoping to gain the perfect pearl of the formless. Now this is beautiful. That means that the world need not become frugal. We may have all the abundance, all the colors, all the joys, the flowers, the designs of the world. But the true designer seeks emptiness from within, from where everything is born. Physics says nature abhors the vacuum. The designer says the vacuum is the womb of nature, from where everything comes. And the purpose of design is not productivity. First, according to me, if each one of you just remembers that you're a design animal, you will understand that the purpose of design is twofold. The first is easy. It can help you make the world more beautiful, more intelligent, more creative, more sensitive, more delightful, and even more playful. Playful is a Sanskrit Indian concept, Leela. The world is about playfulness. This is in the outer, how we can enrich the world. But long after our designs are forgotten, what is the purpose of design in the inner path? In the inner path, it's about that if you have to design, you must not just design for form or purpose or utility, you must design with emptiness. Now, emptiness within is the path of design. That's about you being transformed. So let me give you a beautiful example. Next time you get stuck in traffic, watch the irony of it. It's probably maximum a kilometer, and you're stuck for just 45 minutes, and that road is congested, people are fighting. Look at your eyes. They are mortal, they're finite. But as you raise your eyes up, your eyes look beyond the congestion into the sky. Now people, feel what I say to you. There is no sky. It's vast. It's empty. It's infinite. And when you start looking deeper and deeper and deeper into the sky, you start understanding emptiness. This is empathy. This is what I do in a traffic jam or when life brings me to a standstill. And then, from within that emptiness, a beautiful inner transformation happens. I understand that the road has always been empty. Cars come and go, people come and go. It's the nature of the road to remain empty. And then you realize that there is so much space even in outer space, why are we jostling for 1 millimeter? I hope you see the beauty of this. And from far in space, there is not even a sound of what you're going through, of all the madness in the mind. And this is what I mean. Who are you when life comes to a standstill? Do you want to be the zebra, wild, kicking around wildly? Or the cow, contemplating and looking forward? Or the third, which is the design animal, to seek the emptiness in everything and everywhere you go? So even when you work with pixels in design or IoT products, seek the silence, seek the emptiness, bring it back. We need to open as designers small windows into emptiness, into everybody, so that we may remember who we really are. And that is our true being. Now once you bring emptiness to you, here's what happens. The designer is gone. The width is gone. Only emptiness remains. So look, people, at the beauty of India. So many scriptures, such a corpus of literature, such incredible art from India. Not a single one has been signed. Not a single author is known. Because the vehicle is not important. And this is not humility. This is the art of emptiness. And then look at this. This is what happens when you move deep. Now even you disappear. Even the words disappear. A silence descends upon you. And like my father has often said to me, the dancer disappears, the dance remains. My father says this to me at least 7-8 times a year, and I love him for reminding me again and again and again that the true purpose of art and design is not for you to expand your ego, but to make it disappear into the cosmos. And it is not even important for you to make an impact on the world or the universe. It is important for you to constantly refine yourself. And in that context, enjoy the cosmos. Thank you very much.